right, it's time to react to my favorite, slightly just constantly pissed off Asian YouTuber, Rambo. All right, worst types of people, introverts.
I'm at the house 24/7. I don't like to socialize with people. I don't like being around a lot of people. None of that.
Us introverts got it hard, bruh. 34.8 thousand likes. And the video we just watched is some black guy being an incel talking about, I'll never.
You know, Rambo, your negativity has grown on me. Just some black guy fucking incel, dude.
Get a girlfriend because I don't like talking to people. How the fuck does this have 890,000 likes? The reason why he struggles in social interactions is not because he's an introvert. He's a fucking coward.
That's probably some of the reasons I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life.
Damn.
I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't like to decipher people, get to know people. That's doing way too much, bro. I'm past all that.
It's doing way too much to read people, to just be like, do I like this person? Is this person a cool person? That's doing way too much, huh?
Bro, I just rather be chilling on my own. Of course I want to find somebody, but
Huh? What?
you know,
Why do you want to find somebody if you don't like being around people?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Come on.
looking too good, my boy? It ain't looking too good.
Labeling yourself as an introvert could possibly be the worst thing you could do. You are not nonchalant, you are not mysterious, you are a loser. And let me explain. A lot of people are not good socially, and because they are not good, they make this assumption that because I can't talk to other people, that means I am an introvert by default. But if you analyze the words people use and how they choose to describe themselves, you can really see if they are a true introvert or there's someone
Yeah, like me, I'm an introvert. I'm actually introverted. These people aren't introverts. They're just fucking, they have terrible social skills. An introvert is just somebody who charges up. He charges up when he's by himself. An extrovert is someone who gets energized by being around other people. Introverts are people who get energized by being by themselves. They thrive, they grow the most in times of solitude. But being an introvert and not being good at socializing, those are two completely different things. You're not an introvert just because you're not good at socializing or talking to people or reading people. That just means you have horrible people skills.
Who is just not good at something and makes the assumption that because I am bad, this is not for me. Here's the thing, you are a coward. I see so many people have conversations where I hate rich people. I will never be rich. But here's the thing, you're fucking broke. You are poor and I am poor, and I am not dumb enough to lie to myself to pretend that, oh yeah, I'm an introvert because I'm bad at social skills. I hate rich people because I'm poor.
I don't like working out because it hurts.
You don't like working out
Because it hurts. Yeah.
Oh, little boo boo. Oh, you need somebody to help you with working out because it hurts. Oh.
Studies have shown that if you are an extrovert, you have a higher chance of getting a promotion, making more money, and being perceived by your peers significantly better than if you were an introvert. And this includes not how good you are at the job, but just how good your social skills are. It does not matter if you don't like to talk to other people. The guy in the video says he doesn't like to talk to other people, but then can't get a girlfriend. There's a contradiction of points. For some reason, he doesn't care, but he also can't get what he wants. That just means he's bad at it. It is a skill issue, and he's actively avoiding it by
Facts.
hiding under the shield that I am an introvert. Guess what? There are many things in life where you don't like to do them, but you must be good at it. You must know how to eat the right healthy foods for you. You must know how to talk to other people. We are social creatures. You must know how to walk. You must be a healthy, fit person. There are many things that even if you don't like to do it, it is very important if your main goal is to be happy. And in Buddhism, there's a very key point people always forget. Buddha was a prince, and while he was in the state of being one of the richest people ever, he walked to a fucking tree, meditated for days, and after being rich, he decided he denounces material wealth. You cannot denounce social environments, social situations if you yourself are not even good at it in the first place.
Yeah, nah, that's facts, bro. That's facts.
He would raise his son in royal splendor, surrounded by pleasure. Siddhartha wanted for nothing. He wore fine silks and earrings so heavy with jewels that the lobes of his ears permanently stretched. His days were full of fine food, parties, good company, and pleasures of all sorts.
There's nothing wrong with being an introvert. I myself am an introvert, but I've learned the hard way that me sitting in the corner of the classroom has never benefited me whatsoever. I lose connections. I lose possible new experiences of becoming friends with people, but I stayed quiet because it was more comfortable. And I mean this down to the bottom of my heart. I do not like talking in front of crowds.
There gotta be like an introvert extrovert test, bro. All right, are you an introvert or an extrovert? Let's find out with this 3-minute test. Okay, 20 questions. And we're only gonna do strongly disagree or strongly agree. When a stranger talks to me, I consider it an opportunity to make a connection. Disagree. Being out with a big group of friends all night can be exhausting. Agree. I consider myself to be an assertive person. Agree. It's not unusual for me to get lost in thought around other people. Agree. I think that being on a reality show would be a nightmare. Disagree. That would be fun. I don't mind talking about anything, even if I'm not that knowledgeable about it. Agree. I'd rather spend one-on-one time with a close friend than get together with a friend group. One-on-one time with a close friend. Yeah, that sounds better. It's better to have a roommate than to live alone. Disagree. Fuck that. I'd rather live alone. It's disappointing to review my weekly schedule and see that it includes no social plans. Disagree. That sounds like a week I'm getting a lot of shit done. At work meetings, I think it's important to speak up often. Fucking agree. I have a lot of fun playing tricks on my friends and family. Disagree. Although I do like scaring my wife occasionally. I like to get my friends and coworkers excited about our plans. Agree. If we're going to do something, let's at least have a fucking good time, right? I don't like to feel pushed into dancing at parties. Disagree. I don't mind that. When I'm in charge, I prefer meeting with people one-on-one to hold large brainstorming sessions. That sounds like a good move. Agree. When I go to a party, I often think about how early it would be appropriate to leave. I ain't gonna lie, this is probably the only one where I'm like dead in the middle. It really just depends on the party. I'm gonna go with agree. I think that's a question I probably ask myself a lot. How soon is too soon to leave? If someone is interesting enough, I could happily spend an evening just listening to their stories. Interesting. I mean, shit, if they're interested enough, I guess so. Who would disagree with that? In work or in life, I'd rather take some time to consider the next steps, even if others are eager to rush ahead. Yeah, you know what I would say? When I was younger, I used to rush ahead a lot, but now that I'm older, I don't rush ahead as much. So, agree. As a kid, I was always the first to volunteer to read aloud. I ain't gonna lie, I always wanted to get chosen, but I wouldn't be the first to volunteer. So it's kind of like both at the same time. I didn't want to be the first to volunteer because I didn't want to be that guy. That's like, ooh, pick me. But in my head, I'm like, if she picks me, I'm gonna fucking read the shit out of this passage right here, bro. So I'm gonna disagree. One of the great attractions of travel is the opportunity to meet new people. Nah. Not really. I don't mind meeting new people, but that's not why I would travel, to go and meet new people. I'm traveling to, see new shit. A day spent alone working on my hobbies sounds perfect. It does. That sounds like a great day. Score test, and I am somewhat introverted. Okay, there it is. That makes sense. I would say that sounds very accurate for me. I am somewhat introverted. I lean introverted, but I'm not a fucking hide in my room all day, don't ever want to do shit with nobody introvert. So, okay, cool. Let's keep it pushing. Now we know where I stand.
Audience, YouTube was a big pushing point, and I have actually competed in competitions where I have won money, came out as #1 because I knew it was the uncomfortable option, talking in front of a giant live audience, and this came with practice. I was never good at it. I would walk and search up tongue twisters online. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers in. I would practice until I couldn't. Labeling yourself as an introvert is the biggest disadvantage you could have in the world. You can be an introvert, but choosing the identity that I am introverted allows you to give excuses to hold yourself back. Because I'm an introvert, I'm not going to talk to that pretty person. Because I'm an introvert, I am not going to make the connection. Instead, I will wait and wait until someone comes up to me. Here's the thing, there is an over-reliance on introverts needing to be friends with extroverts, because if you're an introvert and you're in a room with another introvert, what's gonna happen? Nothing is going to happen unless that person has courage and social skills.
I'm at the house 24/7. I don't like to socialize with people. I don't like being around a lot of people. None of that.
And most of the time, you have given
Bro
yourself
got
the excuse.
like 10 bottles of lotion up here. Good Lord. I see what you like spending your time doing, sir.
Being around a lot of people.
I'm not even, bro. Look, that's a lot of lotion bottle heads. That's a lotion bottle head. That's a lotion bottle head. That's a I see you spend a lot of time. You got the Jergens back. He got 2 Jergens back there. Lord. Introvert, huh?
None of that.
And most of the time, you have given yourself the excuse that I'm not needing to try because this is who I am. Break the mental block. If we watch the comments, the video, oh yeah, kind of scary. I want to build a family, but at this rate, I don't know, bro. Just don't want to end up lonely. You are not an introvert. You are just bad at talking to people. If you were good, would you actually stay introverted or have introverted tendencies? Absolutely not. And the more I read the comments, the more depressing things get. No one even checks up on you except for mom. You just be chilling alone. Introverts are cowards, and it's not actual introverts, but the people who use introverts as a shield. The reason why nobody fucking checks up on you is because you don't provide anything. You expect someone to have and start a conversation with you. What if you were the person that checks up on other people and maybe they will reciprocate the same energy? I fucking hate introverts, and not actual introverts, but the people who use introverts as a shield. Maybe do not go and attack the world in the perspective of I deserve. Why is it that nobody's checking up on me? Why is it that I'm so alone? I just want to not talk to people. If you don't want to talk to people, do not expect other people to be wildly and magically interested in you. That doesn't make sense. And here's the thing, okay? Many of my videos have been talking about the importance of identity. Identity is the thing that leads you towards your actions. If I view myself as an Asian person, I will have this weird gravitational pull to drink more boba, play Valorant, play League of Legends, because that is the expectations I put onto myself. And if you label yourself as an introvert, you give yourself expectations, and because this is how I should act, I will act this way.
That's probably some of the reasons I'm gonna be single.
Bro, I just realized between this dude and Sadagascar, there is a shift happening with Asian dudes. I don't think, well, I guess we did have Timothy Delgado, but that's an Asian dude who grew up in the hood like China Mac. There's this like shift happening amongst I'm not used to seeing like loud, angry. Well, then again, isn't that like the fucking archetype of maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
for the rest of my life.
I just feel like this is new. Am I tripping? But now that I think about it, you do got that one Asian dude from The Hangover. He was loud and angry a lot too. And then Uncle Roger from TikTok, that guy, he's pretty loud and angry. Shit, man. I guess Asian dudes are loud and angry. I just didn't realize before.
I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't like to decipher.
Labeling yourself as an introvert has significantly more negatives than there are positives. And at the very worst, you can label yourself as an omnivert, where it's like, sometimes I'm extrovert, sometimes I'm introverted. Thank you for watching. There's significantly more about how to articulate.
Okay, well, you know what? I would say this was a W vid. I agreed with pretty much everything he said. I agree that people use the label of introvert as an excuse to not develop their interpersonal skills, their social skills, and to cope for the fact that they suck at talking to chicks. That's a lot of it, honestly. So being an introvert, that has nothing to do with, I guess you can somewhat draw a line of causation between being an introvert and not having the best social skills, because you don't have this great desire to always be around people. And of course, if you're around people a lot more, you get more opportunities to practice your social skills. So, okay, there can be some amount of correlation or causation even, but still, those two things don't necessarily need to be true at the same time. You can both be the kind of person that really enjoys being by themselves, not needing a bunch of company to have a good time, and also being a kind of person who is confident, good at talking to chicks, great at making friends, great at communicating with people. Those two things can be true at the same time. But you let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And what are you? Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Let me know as well.